Welcome, Royal Family. You tuned into Healing Queens, the podcast, where the focus is motivation, support, and guidance for the growth of our queens and kings. I'm Emma E2K, your motivator, your podcaster, and your host for this episode. We are at episode 95, and it's burnout. This is a good one. People don't want to be talking about it, but you know how it goes. I had a conversation with somebody. We were talking about it, and I said, that makes a good podcast. And so here we are talking about burnout. First, I would like to thank our sponsors, Healing Queenz Inc. Healing Queenz Inc. That is E2K Worldwide Services LLC. That is Scarcity Music Group. dbboutique.com, soberlife.com, and As She Speaks Events. Thank you to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor an episode, please email us at healingqueens@gmail.com. healingqueens@gmail.com, and that's Healing Queens with a Z. Also, check out our website, www.healingqueens.org. Thank you so much. So, on to the topic, burnout. We all are just trying to do this thing called life, right? And some of us do it in a way that we don't even rest. We don't give our minds time to rest. We don't give our bodies time to rest. We're just doing and going and going. And some of us like, well, I'm also serving at church, and I am doing these great things, and I'm feeding the homeless, and I'm doing all these amazing things, right? And that may be the case. No one's saying not. But even in doing good things, you can burn yourself out. And we learned this. I learned this from my pastors. My pastors, they Sabbath. My pastors, they go off for a certain time in the year, and they go and they reflect. They are still. They are woosahing and letting God download and pour it into them, right? So they could come back and pour it back into us, the church. But watching them do that, and they doing amazing things all day long, right? This is what they do. They do great things. So I used to wonder why they need a break from doing good things, right? But it's all the same thing. We are human. We need time to process. We need time to in different seasons, we need time to shift. We need time to be stretched. Like, we don't know how God is working with us in certain seasons, right? But when we're doing too much, all we're going to end up is with a burning out, like being exhausted, everything needs to take its time. Everything needs to reboot, right? If you will. Even the phones that we use daily, the computers, if you keep using them, eventually, what do you need to do, right? You need to turn it off and reboot so it could kind of recharge, right? So it can go faster. It doesn't go as slow. Same thing for us. Human beings. We need time to be still, to process, to digest, to do nothing. It's okay, and I know for the people that are productive, I know they're like, what do you mean do nothing? I can't do nothing. But sometimes doing nothing is just as good as doing that as going on hustle mode, right? Sometimes we need to just be still. Sometimes we need just to rest. It could be our resting season, our healing season, our being still, right? Letting God download on us, letting God talk to us, because we be too busy. God's like, yeah, I can't talk to you like that. You gotta tate quieta, stay still, like be still for a moment and concentrate on me. I'm right here. It's like when somebody's trying to talk to you and you have somebody, and they're doing all this and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait until obviously they don't have the attention span or bandwidth right now, so I'm just gonna wait and chill. And God does that because He's such a gentleman. Like He sits back and be like, all right, go ahead, like burn yourself out, and then when you're done, then come so I can have a chat with you, right? Burning out is real. Like, burning out is real. And you can burn out emotionally, physically, mentally. You can burn out in so many ways. You can burn out in just one of those ways. You can burn out in all of those ways, right? And we have to be mindful. We have to be mindful of what we get involved with, who we are involved with, what we're doing, right? What's the reason why we're doing it? Because sometimes we're just doing things and we don't even know why. We're just doing it. We're just, going about life just doing things, not even knowing why we're doing them. And then we burn ourselves out. Sometimes we do things and nobody's even asking us to do it. Well, here we go. We just, because we feel if we don't do it, nobody else will. But there's always somebody that will do what you're not doing. Always. In life, in at your job, in your ministry, at your church. Don't think that you are the only all in all and nobody else can do what you do. Yeah, people will step in and maybe even do it better because that's their calling, because that's what they're supposed to be doing. And you're probably getting in people's way because you're trying to do something that you want to do. And maybe God didn't even ask you to do that or take that job or, be in that relationship. But here we go, because we want to do what we want to do. Be careful of the burnout. The burnout is real. You don't want to burn out in nothing that you're doing, even if it's productive, even if it's serving, even if it's something that's great, right? You still don't want to burn out, and you can. It happens that quick. So, short and sweet like always, I just wanted to come in here and remind you that if you're the person that I'm talking to, if the shoe fits, wear it. And you're saying, wow, is she talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one that's about to get burned out, or the one that's already burning out and you just don't want to admit it. You need to slow down. Slow down. Slow down. You need to slow down. Please. Burning out is no joke. Okay? That means you're doing too much. Stop doing too much. And you won't be burned out. Even yourself out. Plan your stuff. Right? Take your breaks. Take your necessary breaks. Shut everything off. Phones, computer, everything. Shut everything off and give yourself a moment. Even if around you, in your surroundings, it don't permit you to do that, you can, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, go in the bathroom while you're going, when it's bedtime, take an extra time just to pray a little extra, whatever you need to do to fuel yourself up so you don't burn out. Do it. I'm telling you, do it so you don't have no regrets. All right? And again, another one, episode 95. Episode 95. Thank you for the support. We're getting close to the 100th episode. I am super excited. I'm super excited. Don't forget that this podcast is because is giving platform and awareness to Healing Queenz Inc., the nonprofit organization that I'm proudly the founder and president of. We do life with women during, before, and after crisis. Also with men, right? We honor our kings here. But God has given me, that mission to pour into the women, pour into the queens. Again, we don't exclude the kings at all. If you would like to donate to this ministry, there's plenty of ways to do it. Three of the ways is the journals that are on Amazon currently being sold. All 50%, a little more than 50% of the proceedings made from the sales of these amazing journals that are healing journals goes back to the nonprofit Healing Queenz, a nonprofit organization. We also have one that's called Healing Kings, right? I don't have that on me right now, but if you go to Amazon and type it in, all of them will come out. We thank you in advance for your support. There's some people that be like, well, if I donate, what am I getting out of it? If you buy a journal, you get a journal out of it. And then you can start journaling your healing process. And at the same time, you help the cause, you help us to be able to maintain the healing closet. The healing closet, it's a storage that we have of all the clothing that is donated to us, where we then in return give it back to the community for free. We don't charge anybody for anything. We offer that. We offer workshops. We give our resources of free things that are going on in the community, ways that you can engage in your community, and anything else that may be needed for your healing journey. We definitely would love to walk alongside you. We meet you where you're at, in that confusion, in that place right there. That's where we meet you at, right? Because that's what Jesus said: meet people where they at. So we don't judge nobody, but we do try to walk with you, and we do try to encourage you to start your healing process, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever that looks like, we just would love for you to start today. All right? And so thank you for those that have donated. Make sure you subscribe, share, like. If you're looking at this video and you haven't subscribed yet, we're trying to get our subscribers up. Subscribe, hit the bell so you can know when we drop our next episode. You can be informed. We're through all those social networks. Wherever you listen to the podcast, you can find us, Healing Queenz Podcast. Thank you for those that are already subscribing. Thank you for my subscribers. When you see the video, comment, share to anybody else. Share, click a like on it. Leave a little comment so I know that you was here and you was checking it out. We are already episode 95, y'all. So thank you to our August sponsors that I mentioned earlier. We appreciate all our sponsors. It's through their help and through their generosity that we're able to continue to do the things that we're doing. Again, check us out on TikTok. We're also on TikTok. Healing Queenz Podcast. Healing Queenz Podcast is on TikTok. I am on TikTok. It's Emma E2K, and then there's a gold crown after my name. Emma E2K with the gold crown. All right. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the follow. And until next time, be that light when you walk in that room. We have enough darkness as it is, right? We have enough. Be kind to people. You don't know what people are going through, right? And since you don't know that, be kind. A smile for no reason, even a head nod, right? What up? I see you, you see me, right? Could cause an emotional explosion to somebody that has no connection or that is just going through things. We don't know what people are battling with, so we have to be very careful and tread lightly. but be that light. We definitely need more lights. More lights. More lights. Why don't you be that light? Until next time, y'all ready? Peace.